a big one that's been speculated, but it's a controversial pick, is China.
Yes.
Oh, that's not
Game
gonna
Freak
trigger me. Not triggering
I'm
here.
triggered.
Okay, good.
I'd love for a China region. You joking?
I know.
I
I
actually had
meant
this one
because you
on
don't
my
believe
list.
it can happen.
What was that, Infamous?
I actually had China on my list as like one
Did
that
you?
I would love to see. I think it. I mean, why
Yes.
not? It's you could do so much cool stuff.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
environment wise, I haven't seen too much of like China's environment, so I would have to like look at some of those. But
Look it up, Dusty. Type in China. Just show us China environments.
Okay.
Even that map just looks good. And that's so simple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's. I think so. People say it can't happen because of like censorship issues. Like the Chinese government, is very like if they don't like something you said, they're banning it here. And obviously, Pokemon doesn't want their game banned to one of the largest video game markets. But one thing that like Dr. Lava in fact said it when we had him on was that, dude, Pokemon has been working with like Chinese companies so much. Unite was made with a Chinese company. Pokemon Quest, they do like exclusive things. Like Pokemon Quest has like through Gen like 5 in China, but nowhere else in the world. So you see, Game Freak like making an effort to collaborate with this market. I feel like it's one day going to culminate in a Chinese region. I really do believe that. I know a lot of people are like, nah, it'll never happen because of the censorship stuff. I think it could. I mean,
it could happen.
It would just be a region based on it, right? It's not like, they'd be saying, the Chinese Communist Party's terrible. They're not saying anything like that. They're just doing a region,
And there's obviously criticisms of every region. Like, there's historical criticisms of every region you go to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been, right? I mean, let's not get into
Portugal.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Portuguese are furious.
Oh, those poor
And rightfully
Portuguese,
so.
man.
And
So sad.
yeah. So, but that is some great evidence. But the thing that makes me hesitant to believe that we could get a China region in Gen 10, or really any generation, is that I would imagine that the Pokemon Company would want to set up Pokemon centers and bases and hold events in China, hold the worlds in China. And I don't know if they're willing to do that. I mean, and here's the thing.
There's been plenty of regions that we've had where, we've never had a Worlds in France. We've never had a Worlds in, Spain,
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
Oh yeah, that's weird that we haven't.
Yeah, we didn't get a Worlds in Japan until just last year.
Okay, yeah, okay,
That's
well,
true.
that is huge. Then they can just pick wherever. I guess okay, that's really good. Because I just think
you could say the Ruinous Quartet's a hint to this as well.
Yeah, that is true,
Yeah.
which would be epic. I also feel like the Ruinous Quartet were named that because it's just like it's mysterious and it's a cool.
Well, no, like the things they're based off of, like, are actually Chinese mythology too.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I think I just feel like Pokemon, whatever region they choose, they're trying to bring that region and that culture into the fold, right? Into the brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I imagine it. I also have this pet theory, or this, like, I kind of feel like they pick and choose which region they want to base a Pokemon region after based on, like, how well the games sell in that region. Like, how big Pokemon is in that region.
Pokemon's huge in China.
Yeah.
Huge in China.
Yeah, but is it? Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, Chinese people that I've talked to, they a lot of times will say, like, they didn't have it for so long. Like, they never sold them. I don't know if they are selling them now. I think they are.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. And again, like I said, the Pokemon Company is making these efforts to reach out to the Chinese market with things like Quest having Gen 1 Plus, whereas the rest of the world only has Gen 1. Quest is done for the rest of the world.
They also have their own TCG right now. That's like,
yeah, they have their own
pumping out
TCG. And then Unite is with one of like the biggest Chinese game companies, I guess, game developers.
Interesting.
I forget their name, but it's with them.
Dude, we
Infamous, did you have any like Pokemon ideas for the China that you were talking about?
I mean, I think it's obviously like Go with another red panda Pokemon.
Yeah.
You can do like a regional Beware if you want to like make it a little bit easier, right? Some
Yeah.
kind of Chinese dragon specific like Pokemon. I think is
Serpent
pretty
ones,
obvious,
yes.
right?
And
I
have
might
it be
do some,
have
like,
it be like an Axew, so it's like kind of accessible.
yeah,
right?
yeah. I think like a Phoenix one would be cool. I thought the other one that was on there was
Yeah.
like the scaly one. I forget what they're called though.
It's like a pangolin.
Yeah,
This thing?
pangolin. Like that's like a for sure. Make that the pseudo. I'm like I
Oh,
don't. That's
cool.
easy
Oh,
stuff.
that's really cool.
We
Bro.
could do. Obviously, I would get another monkey Pokemon, so I'd be like, I'd be
Yeah.
excited.
It's fire and
I
fighting type, and it has these
Right.
gold fists.
I
Well,
actually love
just
this
an idea.
animal right here, the pangolin. I love it.
It
It's
is cool.
It's so much
Cool,
potential. So much. I've
Yeah.
seen this one a lot, like fan design wise. Just so much you can do with it for
Mhm.
sure. And
It
then
is-
is like panda stuff, of course.
I'm just looking
Yeah.
at a lot of these other animals, and I'm like, we have these already. Like
Mostly,
they were brought in through
Well,
other
that's
generations.
because I mean, Game Freak being Japanese, you know, like they're closer to China
Right,
than
so
we
a lot of
they
they
know.
share a lot of the animals.
Hmm. Well, not the
Um,
animals themselves, but the you know, they know a lot about China because their
Yeah.
history is intertwined, let's say. But yeah, I mean, that's why
I
we
want a
see
white
they have so
tiger.
much mythology and stuff too. So
Ooh.
they bring it in.
Dude,
They've
in the
been bringing-
Great Wall, how would that be
Great
worked
Wall.
into the plot? Like that's got to be something significant.
That would have to.
Well,
be.
see, those are the things that they have to be careful of, right?
Those
Oh.
are that's why this is
Like, that's exactly why they would get censored.
It's like
What-
so
what-
unlikely to me because
Because
of these things.
if you
Yeah.
leave it out, then it's like, hey, wait, something's missing here. Clearly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they left out
I would
Portugal.
say
They left out
include it.
Portugal.
Yeah, but that's part of this. It's part of this country.
Include it, but you just don't have to like do a plot
Sure.
around it. You know what I mean? Make the plot occur in the most boring areas. Like the plot is all on Route 1. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I don't for Gen 10. I cannot see it, but maybe
'Cause-
in the future.